It kind of deserves it a little bit.
Tron players bring it on themselves. Like they said, they chimp out when they play this deck.
Yeah. So
this is a cop-out deck.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you just like, oops, I did my thing.
Yeah, oops, I turned 3 to Tron.
With no effort.
You can see he's just putting that expedition map up front here. He is 1 land away from Tron. 1 land, an expedition map, a Sylvan Scrying, anything away from playing that turn 3 Warm Coil engine.
Yep, and that is gross.
As Trophy plus Surgical probably is the best way to fight it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has Surgicals in Game 1, though.
In Game 1, probably not.
You know, this is a really good start here, though, from Alex.
Yeah, he's picking apart his hand.
And he's going to get to hit this Ancient Stirrings, most likely, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because Wally is on a mulligan, he's very behind. And he has, like, extra lands being forests, of course. It's just he's not...
going to take this Worm Coil here.
Yeah, he must have an answer for, or not care.
Well, you know, take away all the payoffs, right?
Yeah.
Is he really just going to naturally turn 3
I think that was it. I think that was the piece he was missing.
2 pieces discarded does not matter. Ooh, look at that. And a collective brutality. Wally, you could see, really frustrated with that, just throws it into his yard. Although is that a tower or is that turn 3 Tron?
It's turn 3 Tron.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, no, maybe it's not. Is he playing with different arts? I don't know all the arts. So.
Yeah, there's a million different arts, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, it obviously was, because he got another Worm Coil.
You know, if Alex is going to take a game here, this is exactly how he does it.
Yep.
He goes turn 1 discard, turn 2, turn 3 discard, and then Liliana to just take away the rest of these pieces here. And yeah, that is another copy of Tower, I believe.
Yep.
And he's going to discard another copy of Liliana. He needs a clock here. There it is, a Scavenging Ooze. It's not the fastest clock, but it is a clock.
Yep.
Ooh.
I wonder, obviously Alexander knows way more about this matchup than I do. If it would have been a line and not terrible to go Liliana plus make you discard if he has 1 card left, and then play the other Liliana and just get rid of his hand, just in case he has something.
So we're going to see a second Scavenging Ooze, and he's going to pump the original one up to 3. This is a 3-turn clock after this.
Okay. So it's not bad.
Yeah, and he actually has a, what you call it, a Shambling Vent hanging out here, 2, 3, 4.
He was able to get, he was able to get the other Worm Coil.
Look at that.
It just drew another land. It
doesn't matter.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how bad the matchup is.
Yeah, exactly.
So here from Wally, what do we got?
We have 1 Pithing Needle, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Spellskite, 1 Crucible of Worlds, 2 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Thought-Knot Seer, and 3 Nature's Claim.
So here from Wally, I'm not sure too much what he wants. Maybe a couple of Spellskites? No, honestly, not even.
Yeah, maybe not. Pithing Needle, maybe for the Lily, but even Lily doesn't seem too problematic for him.
Yeah, I could see maybe bringing in this Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, he probably thinks that like Fulminator Mages are coming in,
which
stuff like
they are.
Yeah, definitely. All right, back on the other side, Alexander Gabriel. Go ahead.
We have 3 Fulminator Mages, 1 Kalitas, 2 Surgical Extractions, 1 Collective Brutality, 1 Damnation, 1 Maelstrom Pulse, 1 Nile Spellbomb, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Damping Sphere, 2 Stony Silences, and 1 Choke.
Ah, Choke.
And that's a good one.
Yeah.
So, I like the 3 Fulminator Mages.
Yep.
And
Surgicals.
The Surgicals.
You just got to get them off Tron forever.
I don't like anything else.
Maelstrom Pulse, maybe? It's like a 3. It's a 3-mana answer to everything, so it's not the worst. Or Damping Sphere, maybe. Just like Tron.
I mean, Damping Sphere's it's a weird card against Tron. I mean, it does turn off their Tron, but the thing with Tron is they will eventually just do it anyway. Damping Sphere's more of like a card for Storm, but I could totally see him bringing it in, honestly.
I think Damping Sphere, like, while that is a thing where it's like, oh man, it only just slows them down, in a deck like Abzan, that's all you want to do. You slow them down so they can't, like, turn 3 their huge threats, and then you just pick apart their hand. So then it's like, it doesn't matter if they get up to like 8-9 mana, they're just not going to have anything in hand. Yeah, they get the top deck, whatever, but I mean, that's going to happen anyway.
I like Thought-Knot Seer out of Wally Hummel too, Jundasar. I do not necessarily like the relics too much against him. I do prefer those Thought-Knot Seers. Yeah,
Thought-Knot Seers is pretty good. Some counter hand disruption. Yeah, Relic, I don't really... I mean, you can infer that Alexander's probably on, like, Tarmogoyfs.
Tarmogoyfs and Lingering Souls, but I think you just try to Tron him.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to get shuffled up here and prepared for game 2. I still really think Wally's a heavy favorite. Alexander just kind of had his nut draw and had a little bit of help with a mulligan to 6. That wasn't too impressive.
Yep. All right.
I really want to see the same start here from Alexander. If he has any chance of winning this, is just turn 1, discard, turn 2. He's got a Stony Silence. Yeah, that seems pretty good in this matchup. That's one we slept on. Turn 1, discard, turn 2, Stony Silence. I think that's really where he needs to be. Yep, and we're going to see exactly those lines, turn 1, discard.
I know he has a Windswept Teeth in hand, so... Oh, for a second there, I thought that Ghost Cutter was the 3rd Tron piece, and I was like, dang, just has it.
So he's going to take this Nature's Claim here, I would guess.
In Ancient Stirrings?
No, Nature's
Claim. Yeah, Nature's Claim for the
So he
Stony.
can, land that Stony Silence.
Yeah, that makes sense. I totally forgot already that he had a Stony Silence in hand.
Yeah. Plus, if he puts Alex on trying to assemble, or Wally on trying to assemble the turn 3 Tron and not necessarily, which, he ends up doing it here. He learned his lesson from last game. Yep, he's just going to get this expedition happening. He is going to be able to assemble Tron. It's just going to depend on if he's going to be, able to do it fast enough.
Well, he's not, because Alexander's just going to Stony Silence right here.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's just like, all right, cool, nice 1-mana artifact that does nothing. I mean, he can still draw into it.
Nice permanent.
Nice permanent. Or draw a Sylvan Scrying, but...
For now, he is off of it, yes. I like Stony Silence in this matchup a lot more than I like, what was that, Damping Sphere.
Damping Sphere, yeah, sure.
If you can bring in both, but if you get one, I like Stony Silence a lot more.
Yeah. I see in Alexander's hand, there's a Dismember, and I also saw Fulminator Mage.
Man, he is really just on this sideboard and playing here pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Dismember. It doesn't kill Wormcoil, right? Because Wormcoil's a 6/6.
I think you just don't have enough cards, maybe, and you know what I mean, to take out.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it kills worm tokens, I guess.
It kills Thought-Knot Seers.
Oh, sure. If you think that's stuff like that's coming in, that's fair.
And maybe you don't know what he has exactly, so you just leave in one.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Fulminator Mage, blow up a Tron land. Get it out of here.
Yep, that's exactly where Alexander wants to be too. Turn 1, discard. Turn 2, Stony, into turn 3, Fulminator. Really just putting the vice on Wally's ability to really get going here. And we're going to see a turn 3 very anemic Walking Ballista for 1.
A 1/1, that's it. No abilities.
And that's really all that Wally's done this game.
Yeah.
Alexander able to deploy his game plan very expertly here.
I think right now he's deciding if he wants to play Lily. He could do other things, I guess.
He could do Lily, or he could do Tarmogoyf and Noble Hierarch here.
Yeah.
And really get a clock going. I really like this, though.
Yeah.
Just deny the resources as much as possible. That's all you're trying to do.
He also brought in the Kalitas. So
that's surprising to me.
It is decent for if you answer.
It beats Wormcoil.
It beats Wormcoil. Yeah, exactly.
Then we're going to see this Noble and Tarmogoyf here. Finally going to get his clock going.
Yeah, he's missing lands. He has one in his hand, but he's obviously keeping it for Lily. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. So now he has it. So he's like, doesn't have this huge mana advantage, but now he has like a clock and Liliana, and his opponent's on basically top deck.
And you can see, we were talking earlier about how good Alexander is at this archetype, and before this game, we were discussing how much of a dog his deck is to Tron. It really doesn't matter sometimes, though, when you're such a good pilot as he is, and you draw as well as he did.
Yeah.
He has drawn brutally well. Wally here has just been feeling it hard.
Yeah, exactly. It's also a credence to like just how like we had mentioned before, how there's like really not any decks that are just like you can't play it. And it's the same for matchups. There are bad matchups, and this is like the best example of that. Is there are bad matchups, but there are very little to no unwinnable matchups.
Right. There is no such thing as an unwinnable matchup in this game, honestly.
Yeah.
Every matchup is winnable. Especially when you just nut draw on someone like this.
Yeah, exactly.
This has been really just a masterclass in how Abzan can beat Tron.
Yeah, exactly. And like now, I think it's pretty unlikely that Wally wins here. He needs to draw the exact last Tron piece, and then a threat.
In that order, which, he's never going to be able to have cards in hand.
Yep.
He's under a lot of pressure here. 8 points a turn from this Tarmogoyf, so he has to... 10 points here. No, it is 8.
It is 8, yeah.
Yeah, so he has to find something now.
Yep.
Or he's just going to lose.
Yeah, and I don't think he has it because he has, 3 mines?
I think it has to be a Worm Coil off the top.
Oh, well, yeah, he has enough
And he's
lands.
just going to scoop him up there.
Yeah.
That was rough.
That